Hey, folks, welcome back. Still with us, Alaska Governor Sarah Palin, and twice the woman David Brooks is. Listen, Sarah, I have to ask you, this Newsweek cover, first off, I have two thoughts on this. To me, it seems blatantly sexist, and secondly, I'm just glad they didn't decide to do it with Hillary during the primaries. But your thoughts on it? Are you a little PO'd at this? I mean, this was for another magazine, right?
Yeah, it was for a health and fitness profile where I could tout the great outdoors of Alaska and Runner's World months ago, and yeah, Newsweek, that was really snarky and cheesy, and quite indicative, though, too, Dennis, of course, of the state of journalism today. I think it stinks.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I can't believe women up. Well, I saw some women last night who were up in arms about it on a TV show. Just and I don't know that they were traditional Palin supporters, but I do think women are starting to get it that they hold you to a really weird standard. Let's go to the phone lines now. Touch Indians, 866-99 Dennis is the phone number. We've got Craig in Alaska. Craig, you're on with Sarah Palin.
Hey, Dennis, Frozen Gore guy here.
Hey.
Hi, Sarah. Hey, on behalf of Alaskans, first of all, I want to thank you for your unwavering efforts up here on abundance management and predator control. You did more in 2.5 years than the 5 governors before you, so thank you. And I also have a question for you. I haven't heard it from you. Why do you think, personally, that so much of the liberal side of this country's got such a raging case of Palinoia?
You know why, Craig? I think that a voice that's being heard right now that is quite representative of you and other Alaskans and a whole lot of other Americans who are saying, okay, enough is enough. Government, your growth, your overreach into our private sector and into our families, kind of your takeover of our freedoms. We've had enough, and we're going to speak up, and we're going to be loud, and we're going to be clear in our opposition to what's going on, and we're also going to provide solutions to get our country back on the right track. That voice that's being heard right now, I just happen to be one of those voices. Man, it's driving the elites, the liberal elites, absolutely crazy. Their heads are spinning. They don't like it, and they don't know what to do about it. So what they do about it is real immaturely and unprofessionally. They'll go attack a personality and try to destroy that person who has the voice instead of talking about the policies and talking about the issues that really matter.
Well, let me play this for you real quickly, Sarah. This is another one of the voices, and he'll be in the crosshairs of the scope now for a couple of days. You probably haven't heard this, but Senator Inhofe is speaking to Barbara Boxer the other day about the fact that they're moving cap and trade back until next year because we've got too many plates spinning right now. This is Inhofe out of Oklahoma, who's another pragmatic voice like yours. He's talking to Boxer about global warming. Soundbite number 13, Sabes.
That this whole idea on the global warming, I'm glad that's over, gone, done. We won, you lost, get a life. Stick up now.
We won, you lost, get a life. I absolutely adore him for saying that to Barbara
yeah, who
Boxer.
does that sound like? That sounds like Ronald Reagan. You know, he had the same approach to so many issues, too. He had that approach in the Cold War, and with enemies, he said, hey, look at guys, we win, you lose, period. Let's get on with it. Gosh, I wish that there was more of that candidness and honesty spoken there on Capitol Hill.
It's coming. The book is Going Rogue, An American Life. The authoress is Sarah Palin. We've got phone calls up, and let's go to Jasmine in Chicago. Jasmine, you're on with Sarah Palin.
Thank you. It's an honor to speak with you, Governor Palin. Thank you, Dennis, for taking the call. Listen, last night I saw a really disgusting, and I was so dismayed by this report on, I think it was MSNBC, where they actually went to in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I am a Hispanic woman. Both my parents came here from South America, and they went to the crowd, and they were trying to say that your followers, that your people who really believe in what you're trying to say are monochromatic, was the word this guy used. And I was livid. I said to my husband, I said, I can't believe what they're trying to do. As a Hispanic woman, one of 7 children, my mother and father came here and raised us. My dad left us, and she had to raise us single-handedly, but we are not monochromatic. I've got Hispanic and Latina friends who are behind you, Sarah. So please keep up the fight. And I just want to know, if you ever come to Chicago, I will bring us out there to see you. You're more than welcome to come and eat with us in our home and hang out with us Latino woman.
Yeah, but, Jasmine, here's the caricatures that they deal in on the left. If you show up at that thing in Chicago, they're going to expect you to be dressed up like a mariachi band. The left, always acting like a defender of, minorities, they always do the grossest caricatures. What do you find when you're on the road, Sarah? What the breakdown of your crowd? Obviously, anybody, even Barack Obama's audience is going to be mostly white. But what do you see when you see it? You see people who are disappointed, not skin colors, right?
Well, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You see people who are saying, "Wait, this isn't what we bargained for. Come on, let's get back. Let's get back to these American ideals and live them out there on Capitol Hill." So, no, very diverse crowd. As a matter of fact, I have a diverse family. My husband is Alaska Native, so anybody who would even suggest, that I personally or politically would be anything but diverse in terms of supportive people is way off base. You know what? I did have something funny happen to me the other day. Guys coming through. This was just yesterday. Guys coming through to have my book signed. African American guy. He looks up at me and he says, "Yeah, this Obama thing is just not working out for me." I'm like, "Hey, I thank you for your boldness." He didn't care that there were cameras around and not looking at skin color, but looking at the concerns on people's faces and in their eyes, saying, "Come on, help. We got to get this country back on the right track."
Yeah, as I've often said about Barack Obama, it's not the color of his skin, it's the thinness of his skin that bothers me at some point. Well, listen, kiddo, if you actually said about this Abdul Hassan guy, profile away, you got to trust that instinct. You pull on that thread, and I think there's a chance that you could be this country's president, because people are completely disaffected. If you're going to go rogue, go really rogue. All right, Sarah?
Yeah, I appreciate that advice. Hey, I have a boatload of people who are listening to you up in Alaska, Heather and Tilly and Michael Dukes and Compo and all my buddies up there, and they want to say a little shout-out to you too, Dennis. Keep up the good work, especially in this weird arena that you are in. You're this Hollywood star, and yet you got the guts to come out as a common-sense conservative doing the right thing, and I hope that you empower others who are in your industry to do the same.
All right, and I'm not even going to ask you how Compost got his nickname. I don't know what the hell that is. Okay, Compo up there in Alaska. Thank you, Sarah. Go fight the good fight, doll. Dennis Miller Show.